Hey, I'm going to be reading from my book again, Reforming Urban Social and Work Conditions. In response to the poor housing conditions and general poverty of the city, some progressives started establishing settlement houses to offer a wide range of services to the poor, including assistance in finding jobs, learning the English language, and receiving proper medical care. The first American settlement house was founded in 1884. By 1900, more than 50 settlement houses had been founded in America's cities, and more soon followed. The plight of the poor served to make more obvious and less acceptable the income gap between the rich and the poor, while upper and middle class men had created a public, professional, or business life, and upper and middle class women stayed at home and took care of the husbands and children or did volunteer work. The urban poor, men, women, and children, worked for meager wages as unskilled labor in meatpacking factories, steel plants, garment factories, and other urban industries. The rewards reaped by the upper and middle classes included status, power, and a high standard of living. In sharp contrast, the only reward reaped by the urban poor was a hard life in substandard housing and overcrowded, crime and disease-ridden inner-city slums. African Americans had a harder time than most. They lost many of the rights they had gained during Reconstruction, including the right to vote. Disgruntled Southern state leaders found ways around the 15th Amendment of the Constitution and denied African Americans that right. In the 1890s, they required voters to pay a toll tax or pass a literacy test. But when they realized that this kept many poor whites from voting, they resorted to grandfather clauses in their state constitution that gave the right to vote to those people whose father or grandfather had been allowed to vote prior to 1867. As most blacks were slaves, then they did not qualify as voters, which meant that their children and grandchildren did not qualify either. In addition, African Americans were victims of segregation. In late 1897, the Supreme Court ruled that segregation in itself was not legal and allowed a Louisiana law requiring railroads to have separate cars for blacks. The ruling had a profound effect for decades to come because it was interpreted as meaning that it was legal to practice segregation as long as separate but equal facilities were provided. Please rate, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you're on TikTok, please like and follow me. Okay, bye.